This is probably going to be a shock for a lot of people watching this video. Seen my first tattoo video, obviously that was like a big moment for me. So today I am starting the process of laser tattoo removal. So to answer the big elephant in the room, the big question, why am I doing this? The simple answer is just I lost my love for it due to a few very specific reasons. The biggest one being just the fact that I don't like how it moves. I guess I kind of need to give an example. So basically, if I have my arm just like this, you know, it's there. But what happens when I move my arm or flex my arm, it warps. And this is just something that I've really grown to dislike. Kind of as soon as I realized that it did that, I was like, shit. And the other reason is just that I think it's a little bit too big for my arm. I kind of wish I had gotten it smaller, maybe even in a different location. Basically, over the past 2 years, I've just been going back and forth nonstop about whether or not to get it removed, and ultimately, regardless of when I do it, it's going to be a very long, very expensive process. So the way that I'm kind of looking at it is I've clearly made up my mind at this point, so I just need to start it. I'm so nervous.
Tell me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end. Oh no, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends. No, no.
And I can just do like one little one just so you can like get your bearings. I swear the anticipation of it is like worse. Like you have it like so hyped up in your head, but then when you actually do it, you're like, oh, it's okay.
That is the most painful thing I have ever endured. And now I'm just thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do that like 6 to 8 more times potentially. So here's the thing. 2 things actually. First thing is that I've actually only told my mom. I have not told my dad. My dad was the one that was like, don't get a tattoo. That is a bad idea. So he's just gonna find out on his own. But aside from that, I am not done with tattoos. I still see myself getting some in the future, but I just don't think I'm ever going to get one of this size. It's just going to be very small little things. I'm definitely still grateful that I made the decision then and that I did get to spend 2 years with it. There were some times where I did really love it. Other times, obviously, it was kind of the reverse, but at the end of the day, like literally everything we do in life is a learning experience. This one just happens to be an expensive lesson. Anyway, to run through the appointment, it was very painful, but it was very quick. It's kind of like getting the tattoo, but instead of one steady, consistent pain, it is like pulses, like really sharp, and they feel like they're going a lot deeper. I also have been told that it feels like hot rubber bands. That one kind of, but it's like really, really thin rubber bands. But I think next time I'm definitely going to get the numbing cream because I didn't do that this time and it definitely hurt really bad. I had to take a few breaks, but yeah, they gave me ice and I had a juice box, so it was all good. Yeah, now it's just taped up. Okay, so it is 1 week later since my first treatment. The first few days after the initial like day of treatment, I kept getting these like weird like flashback pains where I would just like out of nowhere feel like a little pulse, just like the laser did. And I guess it's just kind of like muscle memory or something, but that was a little bit strange. It has since then went away, and it was really only within like the first day after. Basically, if you don't know, when you get it lasered, the tattoo first kind of turns white, and then after it just goes back to its original color. So in my case, it's just black ink. So this is what it's looking like right now. It looks exactly as it did before. Obviously, for the first few treatments, it's not going to look any different, unfortunately. It was a little bit inflamed, a little bit just extra red and a little bit puffy for at least the first 3 to 4 days after I got the first treatment done. And even now, it's still a little bit sensitive, but it's not hurting anymore. Like, it's totally fine. But yeah, 1 week in, it's going good, and I'm excited for my next treatment, which is in about a month. I'm also going to insert a photo here of what my tattoo looked like the very next day. It kind of looked like the ink had like expanded a little bit, like the whole tattoo was just a little bit thicker overall, but that went down and now it's like literally back to normal. That was my first experience with tattoo removal. If you have any questions for me, comment below and I will definitely answer them. I am going to be documenting this entire process on here as well as on my other social medias. So if you do want to keep up with this, maybe you are wanting to look into this procedure yourself, yeah, my channel is definitely going to be a very good place to just see what it's like. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Here's my Instagram and TikTok if you would like to see more content from me. And until next time, I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!